From winning the world championship,
Exceptional journey to win this world championship, and he is not
to meeting God,
banged up a bit. He's calling for help now. A score of 85 points, and here come the...
These are the most emotional moments in PBR history. The sport has seen its fair share of stories, with some riders living for their dreams and others dying to reach them. And one of those stories is the devastating loss of Lane Frost. The whole rodeo world agrees that the guy was a legend. At just 24, he was actively searching out the rankest bulls and taming them. He was the only person at the time to conquer Red Rock, the baddest bull with the body of a bulldozer. On the field, he was untouchable, but fate doesn't always play fair. Just 2 years after conquering Red Rock, Lane stepped into the arena one more time, not knowing that this would be his last.
Here's the 87 world champion bull rider. This is Lane Frost from Quanah, Texas. Got a really good ride going, making those moves.
A ride that would etch his name in history for years to come.
Got a really good ride going, making those moves.
He rode the mighty bull, taking care of business for the whole 8 seconds before dismounting. But what happened next, nobody would have expected.
He's hanging in there. All right, and there's the gun. And whoa, they got to get the bull out of there. And Lane.
The bull struck him in the back.
And whoa, they got to get the bull out of there. And Lane Frost banged up a bit. He's calling for help now. A score of 85 points.
Adrenaline rush and sheer terror, Lane got up, walked a few steps before he fell on his knees again. Nobody thought it was that bad at first. He was immediately rushed to the hospital, and shortly later, he passed away.
There's not a good way or an easy way to tell a mother that their son's dead.
It was one of the saddest days in rodeo history, but legends like Lane never truly say goodbye. He left his legacy and he made his mark, inspiring the movie 8 Seconds. In the aftermath, his friend and fellow rider designed the protective vest that bull riders now wear. The vests were made mandatory by the PBR, changing the rodeo sport forever. Lane had heart, talent, and veins of steel, and his close friends weren't that far apart either. This is Tuff Hedeman, the guy who rode for Lane Frost. It's in the name, really. Tuff was as tough as they come. He conquered many wild beasts, including the monster, Bodacious.
Make it work. Tuff has to come back on Red Bull. He's got him down. He's got him down. Oh, man. Yes.
But the most memorable of them all was the ride he rode just months after his friend's passing. Lane's passing left an aching hole in the heart of rodeo, and in the heart of those who knew him best, especially Tuff Hedeman.
He was gone. I've never been... It's something that you don't get over. I'm not over it. I'll never be over it.
To Tuff, Lane wasn't just a friend, he was a brother. After losing his best friend so tragically and so suddenly, it took something in him to grab that rope again. At the National Finals Rodeo, Tuff took to the arena for a round of bull riding.
A little ray of sunlight has come into his life in the race for the world title when his traveling partner Jim down.
But this time, it wasn't just about the competition. It wasn't even about the points. He was riding for something much bigger than himself. He was riding for Lane Frost. After completing his 8-second ride, Tuff didn't dismount like he normally would. Instead, he stayed on the bull, raised his hat high as if offering a tribute to his fallen brother. Immediately, the whole crowd understood. This was a cowboy's way of grieving and farewell. That night, the whole crowd felt what Tuff was feeling, and the arena blew the roof off that place. There was not a single eye in that arena left dry. No matter where you went, everybody was talking about Tuff's 16-second ride for Lane. Tragedy in bull riding is no stranger to the sport. Just as Lane's death sent tidal waves through the world of rodeo, another young rider shattered the hearts of rodeo fans. I'm talking about Ty Pozzobon's secret struggle. Ty Pozzobon was brimming with youth. And well on his way to becoming a PBR world champion. But fate is cruel. Underneath that rock-hard figure,
Bull rider in all of Canada. And tonight, he does not ride alone.
was a man struggling in the shadows alone. The sport that made him a legend was also the one that was slowly wearing him down. The repeated blows to his head, the concussions, the crashes, they were taking a toll on Ty's mind. One of the worst wrecks was when he was riding Bootstrap Bill, the bull that was known for its wild, unpredictable bucking and had already sent some of the toughest riders flying. After dismounting, the bull smashes Tyler's head with his hind legs, splitting the helmet in two. It was horrific. The bull came back a second time, again for the head. Tyler was knocked out hard. After an injury like that, you'd be thought he'd finally hung up his rope. But nope, this ain't what bull riding's about. It's about perseverance, passion, and getting up after being knocked down. And Tyler was a bull rider, all right? A true cowboy. He returned to the arena and rode 13 more times before taking his own life. Ty's death shook the rodeo world. Tributes poured in from all corners of the rodeo world, making his legacy memorable and his memory honorable.
From Merritt, British Columbia, this is Ty Pozzobon.
It was a day to remember. Safety of riders and the potential for head injuries were taken seriously. The Ty Pozzobon Foundation is still pushing for better safety and gear. Ty wasn't perfect, but he was perfect enough. His legacy made a difference, and as the sport evolved, it saw both tragedy and triumph. Just like when J.B. Mauney rode the undefeatable Bushwacker. This bull had a separate fan base of his own. He was adored, loved, and guess what? He deserved it. Known as the Muhammad Ali reincarnate, Bushwacker was truly undefeated. And when I say undefeated, I mean it. "66 buck-offs in his career with 64 outs. 64 outs. He had a notoriously long streak of 42 straight buck-offs, but bulls like him are what catches JB's eyes. He was instantly drawn to the bull. He rode him once, then twice, then 13 times. The people would be lining up to see the infamous Mauney versus Bushwacker face-off happening every other day, until finally the time came.
Possible can happen.
The gates flung open as usual, but nobody knew that JB was about to make history.
Oh, yeah. It's over!
The crowd lost its mind. JB had defeated the undefeatable.
We have seen history!
Riders like him are the reason the saying stands true that there's no rider that can't be thrown and no bull that can't be conquered. JB had done it. But as one legend made his mark, another young star was rising fast. This was Jess Lockwood. Winning the 2017 PBR, Jess was a name in the making. He won the 2017 PBR championship title at just age 20, the youngest ever in the history of bull riding. He got on that bull and he rode the hell out of it. And the final moments were nothing like your average victory lap. In the PBR World Finals, with everything on the line, Jess rode like a madman.
When Jess Lockwood goes to bed tonight, he will not have to worry about
like a man who understood that every ride, every second in the arena was more than just about points. It was about pushing through when the world expected you to fall.
Professional journey to win this world championship, and he is not.
But what made this moment so emotionally charged wasn't just the tearful eyes and winning spotlight on his face.
A lot of emotion, but it's something every kid playing in the living room dreams of, is winning a world championship, and to get it at this age and this young, it means the world to me.
It was the endless support of his parents that was with him as he climbed the ranks.
When that gate come open.
Mom Angie can barely watch, and then she gets to celebrate. The Lockwood.
Step after step, win over win.
It can't get any better.
The youngest PBR world champion in history, Jess Lockwood.
Through every victory, his parents were there, cheering him on, proud of their son who worked harder than anyone through every tough ride. The whole crowd felt that emotion. A new fan favorite was made.
Already, we've talked about his father, Ed, and what he has meant to Jess. Jess is calling.
Jess won the PBR world title, but it was his parents' pride and joy that truly won our hearts. As one ride marks the start of a new chapter in a young man's bright career, another marks the end of a long-standing legend. I'm talking about the time when Ty Murray retired for good. The 9-times world champion was crowned King of the Cowboys, and he had not a single hater. Ty just did not know how to lose.
For all the greats right here. Round the left, Ty Murray's in tapped off with you. Come on, Ty. Just don't quit moving. Tuff Hedeman's amazing. Preston.
He conquered some of the meanest bulls, including the infamous Thunderstorm, Little Yellow Jacket.
Come to the right. Now just muscle it out, Ty. You got it. Go with it.
The people cherished him, praised him, told stories about him in the locker room like he's some Superman, which is why so many hearts were broken when Ty rode his last.
Hesitates, continues down into that right-hand spin, and Ty Murray on the high flying, perfect storm, conquers the...
He was every child's dream and every rider's inspiration.
It was the toughest, most entangled rig you'll ever see. Perfect.
He dominated bull riding, saddle bronc, and bareback riding. Basically, if it had to do with riding, he was the guy. But eventually, he decided it was time to step away.
My determination started to slip, and I think in a sport that's as dangerous as bull riding, it's something that you have to want more than anything to stay involved in it.
He wanted to focus on family and dive into other passions outside of the arena. It was more than just the sport for him. It was about what came next. It was a tough goodbye for the rodeo world. The guy had all the talent, but it wasn't just about that. It's the drive, the heart, and the passion that makes a bull rider get on bulls. These moments will live on, not just in history, but in the hearts of all who live for the ride. And when the dust settles, you realize the ups and downs is what truly means to be a cowboy. Which moment had you reaching for a handkerchief? Let me know in the comments.